Groundhog Day again. And that must mean that we're up here at Gobbler's Knob.
It is just about Groundhog Day again. This Tuesday, the most famous groundhog of them all, Punxsutawney Phil, will give his weather prognostication from Gobbler's Knob. But we don't need Punxsutawney Phil because this morning we're getting a look at the largest member of the squirrel family up close, in person. Dick Grant from the Howell Nature Center is here.
Yeah, you know, this is fun because Punxsutawney is like the big famous guy, but the one we have here is Woody.
That's right.
Just talk a little quieter.
Oh, she's freaking out.
Yeah, there she goes.
She's
She's just getting settled. Yeah,
well,
she's
Dick,
fine.
thanks for joining us today for the Nature
You're
Howell
welcome.
Center. This is cool. So you got.
I'm ready to run.
You all right? She's in stealth mode.
Yeah, there she goes. She's fine. And she's looking around.
About Woody and what's coming up here. Of course, you say for the last couple of years she's been doing this herself, right?
She really has. You know, in Pennsylvania they have what they call Punxsutawney Phil, and we thought about 12 years ago, wouldn't it be great for Michigan to have its own groundhog? So Woody started to predict the weather on February 2nd, and right now Woody is 8 for 11 for predicting whether or not we're going to have an early spring or late winter, and predicting those to be correct.
What happened the 3 times that they got it wrong? Kidding.
Well, I've never heard of woodchuck stew, have you?
No. Don't say that in front of her. What's the science behind this?
Well, you know, there's a little bit of science behind it. Usually, when high-pressure systems move in, you will have clear, dry days, which also means cold. And in most parts of the country, again, that ushers in cold weather. In Michigan, it's a little bit mixed in there with the Great Lakes, but that's the idea. So when it's dry and cold and the sun is shining and you can't see your shadow, then perhaps it'll be 6 more weeks of winter.
Deena, you never sat so close to me. She keeps moving closer and closer away from Woody.
The more she scrambles, the better you look.
Well, you know what she's trying to do. Woodchucks love to burrow in.
Okay.
Right? She's not trying to get away. She's just trying to burrow into my claws.
Her nails just look a little frightening to me because she does have some serious claws.
They really are made for digging.
Right.
And so.
All right. So okay, a woodchuck. She's a woodchuck.
She's a woodchuck.
Same thing as a groundhog.
Same thing as groundhog. And they even call, in some parts of the country, they call them whistle pigs because they whistle when they're in danger or when they see something coming to alert the other woodchucks in the area.
So a little bit about the science that you were talking about. You're saying there truly is a little bit of science.
There's a little bit of science.
So, for instance, are we getting any hints as you look at the forecasts and you check out the 7-day forecast? Well, what do you think she's going to be doing?
On the way down here, Woody and I were talking about forecasts.
Right.
Because I could speak Woody.
No, you can't coach her.
You can speak whistle pig? Wow.
I can speak whistle pig. I've been known to do that a few times. Woodchucks, it looks like we may have 6 more weeks of winter. But you know, here in Michigan, even if we have 6 more weeks of winter,
still snows in
April. Not so bad.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
So no big
what
deal.
is hiding under the green curtain over there behind?
We will put Woody back.
Do we need for someone to?
We can.
No problem.
She can be just fine.
There.
We can do that. And are you feeling better now?
I do. I don't know why.
Suddenly relief
seemed,
for Deena Centofanti.
She seemed a little rambunctious.
She's a little nervous there. The lights and the all that probably.
All right,
well,
who's in there?
In Michigan, as you know, it can be a pretty tough time if you're a wild animal in Michigan. It can be a tough time. There we go.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And this is a screech owl.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see the left eye, but it has an eye injury in that left eye. And last year, screech owls were really having a hard time surviving last year because of the fact of the deep snow. Remember all the snow we had last year? And with the deep snow last year was really having a really hard time for these guys to hunt because they hunt mice and other small critters that live underneath the snow. This winter hasn't been so bad for screech owls. And screech owl actually is the most common owl we have here in Michigan. And they're kind of like M&Ms. They come in 2 different colors. They come in a red and a gray phase. This is the red phase.
Beautiful.
And so the injury on the eye, that's affected the way he was able to hunt, right?
Right. Absolutely. Now, this one is fully flighted.
Which means what?
It means he could fly at any time. But I have him.
Thanks for clarifying, Dick.
But I also have him just, so he's not going to fly any farther.
Does the groundhog want to, or vice versa? How do these two get along?
Groundhogs are herbivores, which means that they eat plants.
Right.
And the screech owl is much too small to
go after a
pose
Woody.
any problems.
All right, that's good to know.
Woody.
What day do you set Woody free? Do you do it on Groundhog's Day?
Well, what we do on Tuesday, it's going to be a great celebration. I encourage everyone everyone to come out on February 2nd. Woody will come out and we'll put food out there. If Woody comes out and stays out for a little bit, chomping on the food, then Woody's telling us we are going to have an early spring. If Woody darts back, unfortunately, we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter. And we're encouraging people to dress real wacky this year.
Are you going to dress wacky?
Sure.
Like in costume, right?
Yeah.
Like you could dress like maybe Woody.
Sure, like you're going to a Jimmy Buffett concert. You've seen some of those wackos.
Absolutely.
And we are going to
Or
give
some of
out
the
cash
groundhog.
prizes
that's
for the
fun.
people that's best dressed.
Look at you guys getting all silly at the Health Nature Center.
I got to ask you one last question. So basically, what time is this done compared to Punxsutawney?
Well,
in other words, does Woody take hints from Punxsutawney is what I'm wondering.
You know, Woody takes hints from no one, from no woodchuck.
All right.
But Punxsutawney comes on at daybreak. We'll be doing this at 8:15 on Tuesday morning. But come early. Come about quarter to 8 and enjoy the fun.
All right, they're doing good things at the Health Nature Center. They take in animals that have been injured and give them a place to live permanently or set them free again if they can do so.
I'd like this owl.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you, Dick.
Oh, thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Well, it's time now for the second clue in our Fox 2 Exposed contest.
This morning's winner gets 4 tickets to see Cats when it comes to the Fisher Theater, May 18th through the 20th. Tickets on sale now at the Fisher box office.